After Bowie's passing in 2016, Iman opened up about their love and vowed to keep his legacy alive. Now, their daughter has grown up embodying a striking mix of both parents. Join us as we dive into the epic love story between Iman and David Bowie, uncover the legacy they left behind, and see how their daughter now shines as a beautiful reflection of their bond. Iman, born Zahra Muhammad Abdul Majid in Mogadishu, Somalia, had an early life shaped by her family's traditions and her grandfather's dreams. Raised in a Muslim household, she was given the name Iman, meaning faith in Arabic, a name her grandfather believed would bring her success, which it certainly did. Her father, Muhammad Abdul Majid, was a diplomat who served as Somalia's ambassador to Saudi Arabia, while her mother Marian was a gynecologist. As the first girl born in 6 generations of sons, Iman held a special place in her family's history. In her early years, she stayed with her grandparents, but by age 4, she moved to a boarding school in Egypt, spending her childhood and teenage years there. Political unrest later forced her family to return briefly to Mogadishu before relocating to Kenya for stability. At the University of Nairobi, Iman studied political science before fate intervened when American photographer Peter Beard discovered her. Captivated by her striking looks, her long neck, slim figure, and copper-toned skin, he encouraged her to pursue modeling. Moving to the United States, Iman quickly rose to fame, landing her first assignment with Vogue in 1976. Her uniquely Somali beauty and elegance made her an instant sensation, gracing the covers of leading fashion magazines and working with iconic designers like Gianni Versace, Calvin Klein, Halston, Donna Karan, and Yves Saint Laurent, who considered her his dream woman. Represented by Tess Management in London, Iman remains a lasting symbol of elegance, strength, and cultural pride. David Bowie, born David Robert Jones on January 8, 1947, in England, became one of the most influential musicians of the 20th century. His path to fame was not easy. He loved music early on, studying art, music, and design before launching his music career in 1963. Initial efforts were disappointing, but everything changed in 1969 with the breakthrough single Space Oddity. Constantly reinventing himself, Bowie introduced his flamboyant Ziggy Stardust persona in 1972, capturing cultural imagination with hits like Starman. Throughout the 1970s and beyond, Bowie experimented fearlessly, from the plastic soul of young Americans to the electronic soundscapes of the Berlin trilogy, Low, Heroes, Lodger, collaborating with Brian Eno. His 1980s success included the global hit Let's Dance, and Bowie even ventured into acting with standout performances in Labyrinth and The Prestige. Selling over 100 million records, earning 6 Grammy Awards, and being inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 1996, Bowie left an indelible mark, becoming the best-selling vinyl artist of the 21st century in 2022, even posthumously. By the late 1980s, despite his fame, Bowie felt a deep loneliness. Teddy Antolin, Bowie's longtime hairdresser and friend, revealed that Bowie often felt isolated despite his success. Hoping to change that, Teddy introduced Bowie to Iman at a party in Los Angeles. Although Bowie was based in New York and Iman lived in L.A., Teddy orchestrated a meeting by inviting them both to his birthday dinner. Bowie arrived in a white Mustang, dressed in white denim, while Iman made her entrance in a black leather ensemble, driving a black Mercedes. Sparks flew instantly. The chemistry between them was undeniable. Bowie later said it was love at first sight. Iman, though intrigued by his magnetic personality, needed a bit more time to warm up. In a 2021 interview, she laughed, remembering that Bowie was sure from the start, while it took her a few months. Bowie's gentlemanly pursuit won her over. While Iman was in Paris for a fashion show, he sent flowers to her hotel room and was waiting at the airport when she returned. Iman later said he properly wooed her, showing thoughtfulness and genuine affection. Bowie was determined, later reflecting that he had never pursued anything with such passion. His persistence paid off. Though he proposed early on, Iman initially declined, explaining she wanted Bowie to meet her family and understand that he would be marrying into her tribe. Bowie respected her wishes, and when he proposed again, he made it unforgettable, on a yacht in the Adriatic Sea. This time, Iman said yes, and Bowie presented her with a 15-carat star sapphire ring, later choosing a second stunning 14-carat canary diamond together. On April 24, 1992, Bowie and Iman married in a quiet civil ceremony in Switzerland, followed by a grand celebration in a Tuscan villa with guests like Yoko Ono and Valentino in attendance. Bowie even created a personalized playlist for the event, blending dance tracks with his own songs. Their love transformed Bowie profoundly. Friends noted he quit drinking and became more grounded after meeting Iman, striving to be a better man while maintaining his artistic spirit. Together, David Bowie and Iman built a love story for the ages, sharing over 2 decades of happiness, devotion, and mutual inspiration. David Bowie and Iman's relationship was the result of shared values and strong foundations. When they met, both had already experienced marriages and knew exactly what they wanted in a partner. David, already a rock icon for over 2 decades, and Iman, a fashion legend, sought more than fame. They craved a deeper connection built on mutual life goals. In a 2021 interview with the New York Times, Iman reflected, "We knew what we wanted from each other." Their connection was instant and powerful. Bowie once admitted that his attraction to Iman was immediate and all-encompassing, calling her intolerably sexy in an interview with Hello! Magazine. Iman too found Bowie irresistible, describing him as beyond handsome and filled with charisma. Their chemistry went beyond physical attraction, it was rooted in feeling genuinely cherished and understood. Bowie often said he was blissfully happy with her, and Iman spoke of feeling safe and cherished by him. Their love was grounded in genuine affection, respect, and admiration, setting them apart from typical celebrity romances. Throughout their marriage, they maintained a low profile, prioritizing their connection over public spectacle. Iman often spoke of Bowie's thoughtful gestures, such as tying her shoelaces on a busy street during their first week together, a simple act that left a lasting impression. Their love was also shown in grander gestures, like when Bowie gifted her a rare Birkin bag. Settling in New York City, they embraced a quieter, private life focused on each other and their daughter, Lexi, born in 2000. Iman once said she fell in love with David Jones, the man, not the stage persona David Bowie. Their bond was rooted in everyday life rather than fame, and Bowie cherished his family deeply. Even after his death, Iman held on to their love, describing how Bowie's presence still feels alive in her life. During the pandemic, she processed much of her grief at their family home in upstate New York, finding comfort in moments like seeing a bluebird, a touching symbol, especially given its reference in Bowie's song Lazarus. Iman firmly states she would never remarry, telling her daughter Lexi, "I still feel married." Bowie was her soulmate, her once-in-a-lifetime love. Bowie's pride in his family was immense. With Iman, he celebrated the birth of their daughter Alexandria Lexi Zara Jones in 2000, a moment he had long awaited. Despite their fame, they raised Lexi away from the public eye, encouraging a normal childhood filled with art and music rather than media scrutiny. Lexi inherited her parents' creative spirit and today shares her art online, keeping her life largely private, a choice guided by Iman's advice to enjoy privacy while she could. Even when modeling offers flooded in, Iman declined them to protect her daughter's youth. Lexi honors her father's legacy in personal ways, such as getting a crescent moon tattoo with the words Daddy XXX, and Bowie's birth and death years. She also shares precious memories on social media, like a video of herself playing the keyboard with Bowie. Music and art serve as her ways to process emotions, continuing the creative spirit Bowie so deeply embodied. David Bowie also had a son, Duncan Zowie Jones, from his first marriage to Angie Bowie. Growing up in the public eye, Duncan chose a quieter path, studying philosophy in Ohio and then film in London. Bowie supported Duncan's filmmaking career, celebrating milestones like Duncan's critically acclaimed 2009 film Moon, which won a BAFTA award. Duncan and Bowie stayed connected through regular calls and visits, strengthening their father-son bond. Duncan went on to direct successful films like Source Code and Warcraft, and built his own family with photographer Rodin Ronquillo, with whom he had 2 children, Stenton David and Zawi Tula. Iman continues to honor Bowie's legacy, referring to him not as her late husband but simply as my husband. She feels his presence in their home, especially while watching sunsets. Bowie once adored wearing a necklace bearing his name.